Hi, Libra-Scorpio. Welcome to your timeless love tarot reading. My name is Gabrielle, and you're tuned in here to Cusp of Roses, where we do timeless general tarot readings for all 12 cusp zodiac signs every new and full moon and every zodiac season. If you're interested in that content, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on my next live reading. If you're watching this in real time with me, I have posted this next week's lives all the way through to the new moon, which we'll do on Sunday, July 16th. Okay, so make sure you guys are hitting that notify me bell under the lives that you want to tune into and you don't want to miss. All right, I'm excited for this energy this week as we are pulling closer and closer to this Cancer Leo new moon, which is also at the same time that the lunar nodes shift into North Node Aries and South Node Libra. So this is going to be a very, very important reading here for you, Libra Scorpio, regardless of when you find this, okay? All right. So let me kind of sense, I haven't had a moment to really kind of think about your chakra for this reading. I am feeling pulled to the heart chakra. So let's go ahead and burn one of those. Okay. All right, and Libra Scorpios, thank you guys so much for tuning in, for being here. All right, I appreciate all of your love and support. I'm excited to get into this energy for you all. We've also combined the Black Hollywood Romance Stars Oracle that I've been using for well over a year now for my love readings, both versions. So the first and the second are now one super mega deck, and it is bringing in a lot of good energy. So I'm hoping that that good energy will continue here, okay? All right. Let me just finish getting set up here. Make sure I can see everybody coming in. All right, I'm going to light the incense. I'm going to then sound my singing bowl, y'all, 1 to 3 times, depending on how I feel intuitively guided to. During that time in the sound as it travels, make sure you do whatever grounding and gratitude practice feels right and best for you, as I will be doing the same, all right? And then I'll get into your channeled messages and channeled energies, and then we'll see what the cards have to say. So go ahead and get started, and we'll get into this. All right. Libra Scorpio. Like I mentioned, the South Node will be shifting into your energy according to tropic astrology, okay? It's already been in your energy if you follow Vedic astrology for the past 18 months. So we are going to see how this is, okay, let me say that. This is definitely going to have an effect on your relationships, Libra, Scorpio, okay? Definitely going to have an effect on your relationship over the next 18 months, okay? So well into 2025. So don't be surprised if this particular love reading comes back around almost like a year from now. It's kind of what I feel. But we're going to get into it. Hold on one second. Let me make sure I got the right setting on here. Ooh, there we go. But when it comes to love and romance, Libra Scorpio, I just heard decisions. Ooh, okay. Big download coming. I just heard decisions. Decisions have to be made. Decisions have to be made. Choose wisely. Choices. fork in the road, crossroads, like, okay. So some of you maybe feel a bit torn or a bit crossed here when it comes to love and romance. This could be in any aspect or sector, whether this is do I want to stay single? Do I want to be open to love? Do I want to stay with this person? Do I want to be single? Do I want to stay with this person or do I want to get with another person? Okay. Whatever that really looks like. Do I want to be married? Do I not? Like some of you, this is like, it's heavy choice and it's heavy decision. Like life altering is what I just heard. Something about the decision feels like that though. Almost like a now or never energy. I just heard that. It's now or never. So whether you're already, and I'm sure you are, if you're kind of tuned into the moon energy here, Libra-Scorpio, you've probably already felt the building up to this lunar node shift. And that could be putting some pressure on you to make some choices and decisions around maybe what you want the next 18 months or 18 years of your life to look like. 18 years. So there could be some child energy. Maybe that's also the crossroads. Do I want children? Do I not? Right? Something definitely feels like a now or never about that though. Whether that is self-imposed pressure, okay? Could be a little bit. Whether that's pressure from a partner or a spouse, could be, okay? Whether that's pressure from family, maybe even friends. Like, when are you going to settle down, Libra Scorpio? When are you going to get a family? When are you going to start dating? When are you going to marry so-and-so? Like, it just could be coming from all different directions. I'm seeing the 5 of Wands in my mind's eye. So a lot of different energies coming at you at once, okay? Okay. What's that? Yin and yang. I just heard that's what I'm looking for. That's what you're looking for. And chemistry. Yeah. So this is, again, it's a general message. So I'm going to do my best to kind of touch on different situations for you guys. But for some of you, it's this feeling of, I haven't met the yin to my yang. I haven't met the yang to my yin. I don't feel like I know my match. I don't feel like this person is my true match. Or I don't feel like I've really met someone that, oh, I just heard like speaks or sings to my soul. Some of you might be into music. Okay. Chemistry. Some of you could be questioning the chemistry that you have with someone or whether or not it's been lost. Okay, I'm getting a lot of words. Like, you could be very cerebral right now, Libra Scorpio, like very in the mind, having a lot of dialogue in the mind as well, trying to kind of make this decision and weigh your pros and cons with your higher self. Okay, there is undeniable chemistry between you and this person. Are you willing to explore it? There's the crossroads. There's the question. It's there, but is it what you want? Is it what you truly desire? Is it the yin to your yang? Some of you, the answer is yes. Okay. Meet your spiritual other half. You both reflect the innermost parts of each other emotionally and spiritually. You are the reflection of this person as they are of you. I just heard like, but what does that mean though? Yeah, it's like some of you are kind of, it's a very interesting energy. And I do feel like it's just you transitioning into the South Node. It's like, okay, so you're my spiritual other half. So you reflect me in these ways and we have this connection. But what does that mean though? Like, you know, what? It's almost very interesting. Some of you, it's like, does that mean I have to be with you romantically? So there could be some reservations that you have about this yin yang dynamic with someone, whether it's like it's too much of a contrast, right? Like, I just don't see how it would actually work. Like, I feel the harmony, I get it. I could see how we might complete each other or be compatible, but there's something here that's holding you back from fully embracing that. Whether there's been some history between you and this person where it's just kind of like they've done me wrong or we've just had a lot of rough patches. I don't know that I want to do that for a continued amount of time, right? Or some of you, this could just be someone who's like in and out of your life or in and out of your energy. And you're just kind of over it. Like, so, okay, yeah, you're the yin to my yang, but if you're not consistent, then what am I to do? So I get it. I feel like Libra Scorpio, you're making, you feel the pressure to make wise choices when it comes to love and romance. I don't feel like you're giving yourself room to play around, or just see where things go. I feel like you're way beyond that point in your life for those that I'm connecting with here. Way beyond that point. Like, I just don't have time to play around. I want something, I want to know for sure. I want something solid, right? I want something deep too, because maybe there's something very surface about this connection at this point. Things can always change, but it's something feels very surface. Excuse my pupper if you can hear him, okay? There could be a Taurus involved in here. And then look, you got spiritual awakening. Your partner is sensing that there's something profoundly important about this connection. So here's what it is. There we go. Libra, Scorpio, some of you guys might have been in this yin and yang dynamic, but the principle, however you identify, right? However you most strongly connect, that's been the awakened one for a lot longer than this counterpart has, we can say. This partner has. And now that you're in this kind of crossroads energy of like, well, you know what? Like, I'm not going to wait around if they don't get it, or you know what I mean? Like, it's like you're detaching. Thank you, Divine. I see the star card in my mind's eye. You're detaching from this situation. And that could be bringing in a deeper level of awareness or more room in your partner's or this person's aura, I almost want to say, to receive the information and the downloads that this is something profound between you two. So there could have been some sort of like energetic smothering that was going on, where you being maybe the more enlightened one out of the two has just been kind of like supporting your person, like kind of just, I feel you just in their energy quite a lot. And in being in their energy, you maybe had good intentions to support them, to love them, to connect with them. But if they weren't necessarily all the way awakened, it could have been blocking them, right? Like too much of that can really cause blockages, which is why I think you feel or you felt guided in the recent past to take a step back and back away a little bit. Okay. Now you could be feeling this. You could feel like, yes, I'm aware I have this yin and yang energy with someone, but they're just all in my vibe. And it's like, I need a little bit of separation, or I need space to really figure out what I want and what I want to do without feeling the pressure of this other person's energy. So you guys could just be super, super tied in aurically. So with the spiritual awakening, yeah, it's like there's some sort of sensibility or sense around the fact that, okay, this could be a spiritual partner, or, like there's something very spiritual about my connection here with Libra Scorpio. But what's very, very important in a yin and yang type of dynamic, especially in romantic relationships, is that both parties know who they are. If you don't truly know yourself, then you're not going to be able to see your reflection in someone else fully, your true reflection. You might see the reflection of your shadow. You might see just the reflection of your light. But to find the reflection of your balance, both your light and dark and your, light and shadow, you kind of have to be aware of both. And it feels like one of you, or maybe even both of you, haven't fully tapped into that internal yin and yang balance just yet to be able to fully understand how profound it is to meet someone who mirrors that balance back to you. So the parts of you that you're maybe a little hesitant about might be the same parts of this person. You know what I mean? It could be shared, mutual. They're a little hesitant. You're a little hesitant because you both haven't necessarily balanced out your yin and yang just yet. You're working on it, though. I feel that in your energy, Libra Scorpio. And clearly with this, your partner might be stepping into that work as well. Come on now, inner fears. As you face your inner fears, you recognize what is holding you back from attracting a healthy and loving relationship with others and yourself. So here's the thing. Yes, this is a yin and yang type of dynamic, but again, if you're not awakening your yang or your yin, you haven't mastered both of those energies or become aware of both of those energies within you, then you're not going to have a full grasp on or be able to fully recognize or understand why you're connecting with someone in a particular way or why you feel a certain way towards someone. And yin and yang energy relationships come together too soon when two people aren't necessarily balanced, toxic. Oh, it'll be crazy. All the inner fears will come out because that's literally what the mirror will do. It'll show you what you're afraid of. It'll show you what you need to heal, what you need to face, what you've been avoiding. And that's how that person's going to reflect to you, and you're going to reflect back to them that way. So if you're not willing to face that fear and face that inner darkness, or even you've been in darkness for too long and you're not able to face that light that you carry, you're going to run away. It's not going to make sense. It's going to feel like tension. It's going to feel wrong when it's actually right. Or it'll be easier to kind of shrug it off as, oh, we just don't get along. Oh, we just, when all in all, you're just the same person and you don't get along with yourself. And then this person doesn't get along with themselves. So all you will reflect is the war inside until you find peace. Hence the yin and yang being a symbol of peace. Yeah. It'll always be war until you find peace. And in order to find peace, you have to face your inner fears here. Okay, which might require a spiritual awakening or a spiritual journey. Okay. All right. Nice little channel there for you, Libra-Scorpio. Hi, Just Saying. Thanks for being here, love. Hi, Cece. Welcome back. Glad to see you. Oh, I'm scaring you. In a divine way. Hey, I come in peace, my love. But hey, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right. Grateful to resonate with you. Let's get into the direct energies, okay? That was just pulling from the ethers. Let's really see what we can talk about, what we can get into. Clarify all of this energy here for Libra-Scorpio Divine. Thank you so much for connecting me with Libra-Scorpio cusp energies here on YouTube, Libra-Scorpio placements, and my soul tribe that just likes to hang out. What's important for them to be aware of in love and romance in the now moment, Divine? Important messages for Libra-Scorpio energies regarding love and romance. Being at odds. Okay, so period, right? It seems that both of you are on different pages at the moment. A conversation, therapy, or time alone may be needed. Don't worry, you two will find your way back to one another. So this is literally summing up the whole pre-channel message, right? You are at odds with this person because technically you're at odds with yourself and they're at odds with themselves. Or you might be doing that little do-si-do two-step where you find peace, they're at war. They find peace, you're at war. It's just been going ping pong, like back and forth, until you both are at peace at the same time. So it won't make sense until you have the right sense. That's just what I feel, okay? So yeah, we'll look a little deeper into that. We'll clarify that out a little bit more. Tell me more here. Important love messages for Libra-Scorpio energies. Cloud 9. This connection feels like a dream come true. The euphoria of love will fuel this bond further as feelings deepen and love continues to grow. So again, the love is absolutely there, Libra-Scorpio. That's not a doubt, okay? This is a dream come true or has a very high potential to be a wish fulfillment for you when it comes to love and romance. And I feel like what's beautiful about this connection for you, Libra-Scorpio, is y'all might be at odds, y'all might have tension, y'all might not see eye to eye or be on the same page, but eventually you always do. You always come back to one another. And again, not in a toxic way where all you do is just feed on each other's shadow and then that's just it. And you call that love because you're both psychotic over one another. No, that's not what we're talking about here, okay? We're talking about peace. True euphoric peace. Cloud 9, floating. That's what peace feels like between you two. Okay. In the other situation, in a more toxic situation, peace would be boring. Peace would be, oh, well, you're not interested anymore. No, I'm just at peace. You see what I'm saying? So there's a huge difference in the response. And that's how you'll know maybe who we're talking about here is like when you're at peace and you're around them, it's you're happy. You're floating. Okay. Are your feet touching the ground, Libra Scorpio? I don't think so. And this person the same way when they're around you, when they're at peace with themselves. So you or your partner could be having some sort of spiritual awakening that is putting them in a position to have a Five of Wands type of battle with their inner demons and their inner fears. Again, you both could be in this energy. One of you could be in this energy. Okay. Clarify a little bit more. Just look, wow. Eek. Oh, look at that. Deeper intimacy. The feelings of emotional closeness and love allow you to feel safe, desired, and more connected to your partner. So here's the thing. All of this being at odds and seemingly being at war with one another, yet you're really at war with yourself, is all to clear the path to have deeper intimacy where you both can be on cloud nine at the same time. Because I get that for some of y'all, and maybe not all of y'all, that there are moments where you feel on cloud nine and this person's like at odds with you, and then they're on cloud nine with you, but you're at odds with them. And eventually you will get on the same rhythm with one another. Because for some of you, this feels really new. I'm getting a lot of like newbie energy, which is good though. It's good because that means there's more people awakening. There's more people stepping into their purpose. There's more people doing their healing. So we love that. Welcome, welcome, especially if you're new to my channel. But that deeper intimacy and that feeling of closeness and love and I'm safe with you and I feel desired by you, it's just going to amplify the connection. And that's ultimately here, Libra Scorpio, what I think you want most is deep intimacy. That's what I was saying in the pre-channel. You want depth. It's the Scorpio part of you. If you cannot get into the deep, dark waters with me without fear, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Then you're not going to really get to know a Scorpio. Especially if they're like a Scorpio Venus, a Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Mars, maybe even a Scorpio Jupiter. You're not going to really know them until you get into the dark water. So that's what I mean. And in those dark waters are your inner fears. So that could be you. You could be very, very comfortable with your darkness, right? Your partner or your person might not be as comfortable. But there will be, and there is a high level of a deeper intimacy available to both of you. I feel like after this round of spiritual awakening for you or this person, it'll make sense because then I'm like, oh, okay, they trigger me. They get me to face this. They get me to see that. And then I do it and I face it and I conquer it. And then I feel lighter. I feel more at peace. And then we're better. We're stronger. Oh, okay, I get how this works. So there is something profound about this connection, right? So that's the awareness that someone's stepping into here, okay? One more message for Libra Scorpio in love and romance. Thank you. Tough conversations. Conversations are essential. To rebuild or maintain a relationship, we need to have those tough conversations. It may not be what we always want to do, but we need to do. Okay, and then we've got vivid dreams at the bottom of the deck. Pay attention to your dreams as the connection deepens. Your dreams become more pronounced and full of answers. So yin yang, high level soulmate, deep, deep soul tie, soul bond here, etherically connected, spiritually connected. Yes, 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 yes. Libra Scorpio, absolutely. But it's through the tough conversations that you find deeper intimacy with this person. So this tells me this could be like an air sign, like a fellow air sign. I'm hearing like Aquarius. I did see the star card in my mind's eye. You could be dealing with like a Capricorn Aquarius, Aquarius Pisces cusp. Not necessarily. They could just have a strong Aquarius placement. But it's through the tough conversations. It's through the almost, I just heard brutal honesty Now, again, do we really want to be brutal in love? No. When you really love someone, you're going to make sure that you say things in a way that kind of creates the feeling of safety. I'm still desiring you. I'm not turned off by this. You know what I mean? Like it's like you're going to say it in a way that's going to make it more palatable. And that's not necessarily being fake, that's being considerate, right? Because if you love someone, do you really want to be brutally honest? Brutal is like savage. Absolutely not. No. And people can say that they get off on that and, oh, well, I like it like that. Okay, sure. Sure, but that's just trauma. Okay. That's just trauma from your childhood, babe. But nonetheless, I digress. Speaking, it's a talk piece, it's a conversational thing. Some of you might identify as like sapiosexuals, right? Where the intellect of someone is where you really get turned on and you really get ignited when you have like that level of mental connection or compatibility with someone, or their mind just intrigues you. Yeah, this could definitely be an Aquarius for y'all. Like they just think of things in the strangest of ways, but it also makes so much sense. But it's like, how come I didn't think of that? And how are they thinking of that? And what made you get to that? It's like some of you guys are so inquisitive around things that this person matches you in that energy. You could also be dealing with a Gemini. Yeah, I just feel heavy air with you and this person. That doesn't necessarily have to be their sun. It could be their moon, their rising, or any other placement in their chart. So that could also add to the tension of being at odds, because if you think of things differently or you have different opposing opinions, it's like, of course, you're going to want this person to see it from your point of view, and they're going to want you to see it from their point of view. But then you both are so kind of maybe stuck on it. Because even if you think it's an Aquarius, I keep seeing Aquarius and hearing it, because they're a fixed sign, fixed air, in the same way that your Scorpio dynamic is fixed water. So you trying to get them to think of things in a particular way, or them trying to get you to think of things in a particular way, but you're trying to get them to feel things in a particular way. So yeah, you're going to have a little bit of, I don't think like that, or I don't believe in that. And that could cause a little bit of tension here and there. Yet, I think it's the fact that you guys can communicate that ultimately leads to this deeper intimacy and cloud nine vibration. You can talk about things. You might not want to, but the fact that you either take the initiative, Libra Scorpio, to do so, or they do, is what keeps, I just heard it keeps someone's heart swooning. Because I think to have somebody in your life, Libra Scorpio, that cares about what you think and wants to make sure that you know that you're safe with them, I desire you, you know what I mean? That you have this emotional closeness, like to be with someone or connect with someone who actually wants to have understanding with you, especially with your Scorpio dynamic. That is huge. They go out of their way to try to understand you or to make sure that you both are on the same page when you're off a little bit. So that tells me that even if you're at odds, it doesn't last for long. You make a point, they make a point to make sure that you guys come back, have a tough conversation, speak about it, and find a resolution here, which then turns both of you on even more for one another. Yeah, you're sapios here. Heavy, heavy sapios. Almost like just hearing this person talk, do they even need to touch you? You know what I'm saying? Well, with that Scorpio energy, yeah, I'm sure they do. But still, it's like, that's what gets you revved up. That's what gets you turned on. This person's intellect or their ability to communicate. It shows that they care. Or that's how you're interpreting it. Yeah, King of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. So the King of Pentacles is like Taurus, Gemini energy for me. So again, could be dealing with a Gemini. Queen of Swords. Libra, Scorpio. think that's you. Look at you showing up here. So you could be in this partnership, in this yin and yang, with the King of Pentacles. But with the Eight of Cups, I also feel like for some of you, I almost want to say this has something to do with your past, but let me just get, I know this is just a little tidbit. This isn't direct. It's a Lovers, yeah. So this could definitely be your yin and yang person. Taurus or Gemini energy. Gemini, yeah, heavy on the Gemini, yeah. And there's the Scorpio. So they could also have Scorpio. No, this is Pisces energy, excuse me. Yeah, Aquarius, Pisces, maybe even Cancer here. We are in Cancer season, so that could be significant for some of y'all. Eight of Pentacles. So 2 8s here. Yeah, here's what I'll say, Libra, Scorpio. This bond, this lover's energy is infinite. It's infinite. I think that's, again, the part of the attraction is that it never fades. It doesn't go away. You still want to talk to this person even when you're at odds. They still want to talk to you even when you're at odds. Like, you're a full-blown Queen of Swords. And this King of Pentacles is like, ooh. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they like it. It motivates them to really do some sort of inner work here. That's the Eight of Cups. So it could be this King of Pentacles having some sort of spiritual awakening and now wanting to work or fine-tune the connection and relationship between you two. Yeah, because there's something in the soul. Six of Cups. There's that Scorpio energy. They've known you before. Maybe you've known each other for a while, since childhood, or there's just this general sense of soul recognition between you and this person. Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like where their challenge is with receiving or activating their own Ace of Cups, which would just be their heart chakra. Hence why I was probably called to the heart chakra incense for your reading. But that's where they feel like they're maybe failing, I almost want to say, with the Seven of Pentacles. Like, they didn't necessarily do a good job at maintaining their heart here. Or they've let their heart cup run dry a little bit. Yeah, and the Nine of Cups. So this is what I mean. They're at war with themselves. And that's might be a theme of the readings this week with the Hangman. So they're challenged with seeing a new perspective here. Nine of Cups, it's the wish fulfillment. Their own personal happiness is what they're still working on. Seven of Pentacles. In order to get into the Eight of Pentacles. It's like they are now realizing that what they need is an Ace of Cups. In order to really cultivate and kind of grow this connection, they need to go back wherever they lost their cup, wherever they dropped it off. They got to go pick it back up and start over almost, or just kind of pick up where they left off so that they can work on this with you. Okay. I know you're all like, when is she going to go ahead and clarify? Okay, let's get into this. Thank you so much, Divine. Please, please, please tell me more. For Libra Scorpios, what's this being at odds, cloud nine, deeper intimacy, tough conversations? Hey, Trevor. Thanks for being here, love. Hi, 111111111. Scorpio Venus in the house. Hi, smiling faces. I was told manipulative is how they defined it. Interesting. Soul recognition. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Gotcha. Thank you guys so much for being here in the chat. Happy to see you all. Three of Cups, Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. So clearly, yeah, clearly something was definitely slowed down, stagnant, not moving. Or the Knight of Pentacles for me kind of comes through as like hesitation. Like, I don't really know. I don't want to fuck up. I don't want to mess up. Like, I don't want to make the wrong choice of the decision. So I'm just going to sit here until it feels right or until it makes sense. When you deal with love, the Knight of Pentacles isn't always ideal because love doesn't always make sense. Love is a spiritual vibration, right? Love is a feeling. It's not necessarily logic. Because if we let logic have it, nobody would fall in love. Because who would risk being hurt and vulnerable like that, right? But you do it because you feel it. You do it because it's what your spirit is yelling for you to do. You do it because you're attracted. You do it because there's just something so profound, right? A lot of goodness, a lot of joy, a lot of celebration. So again, I think there could be a reunion. If you're in separation from this person, there could be a coming together or an opportunity to kind of be in a social setting at the same time, reconnect over, I just heard, over coffee. So maybe some of you might be invited on like a coffee date or some sort of like, hey, let's go catch up, let's grab a bite type of vibe. Or maybe there's mutual friends between you and you just happen to be around, and maybe that's when this kind of tough conversation happens. Okay, let's get into it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I could channel all night. Let's talk about this. What's this being at odds for Libra Scorpio? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, all right. So the cards that we just came out, and look at you in your justice here, okay? So the Six of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Again, I do love to see this because it says that what you both want is fairness. You both want harmony. You both want balance. You both want peace, and you're willing to do the work. So there is, if the question was, Libra Scorpio, does this person even know that we're soulmates and like we have this yin and yang dynamic? Yes, they do. That's the answer. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And so the Seven of Pentacles is also that moment of review and reflection, checking your inventory. Like, okay, yo, and that's what it is. When you have this inventory check, or this person goes into the inventory check, they realize, oh, shoot, I forgot my Ace of Cups. Didn't refill my cup. That's probably why we're beefing right now. Like, let me go do that. Let me go get my shit together, and then I'll come back, and then we can be on this cloud nine and have the deeper intimacy and talk it all out. So someone is doing that kind of like, where am I going wrong with this? Because I do think they want to go right. Again, that Knight of Pentacles energy. I want to take the right step forward, but I just don't know how, or I don't know which way. I don't know what I'm missing. That's why maybe the Hangman, yeah, I felt like it was behind there. The Hangman was here. They have to see it from a different point of view. And then when they get enlightened, it's like, oh, shoot, my Ace of Cups. Dang, my heart's been a little rusty. Okay? So they ultimately do. They want justice. They want to do right by you here, Libra Scorpio. They don't want to leave you hanging in the balance or leave you feeling undervalued, is what I just felt. Like, you know what I mean? They definitely want the truth to be known. They want the scales to be balanced between you two. So I almost get the feeling that this person definitely does not like to be at odds with you. Even though it happens, they don't enjoy it. They don't enjoy the energy. They just, I just heard it frustrates them. Because the cloud nine and the deeper intimacy is so intense and so strong that when they reach that, they want to stay there as long as they can. But in order to do that, you got to keep doing your work, right? That is the dichotomy and the dynamic of a yin and yang. You can't ignore that little dot in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be aware of that at all times. And so sometimes they get in cloud nine and they have this deeper intimacy with you and they just feel it and they kind of lose sight of their work a little bit. So then they got to kind of fall back down and go through the motions and reclaim what's kind of coming up here, or what they've been missing. Wait, what's this? Eight of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and Strength. Yeah, I mean, cards are just confirming at this point. We love that, right? The Eight of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Strength. They have to find the strength to face their fear. And in order to do that, they have to go through these 7 cups to figure out, okay, which cup am I really afraid of? Is it the snake? Is it the dragon lizard? Is it this castle? Is it this mask? Is it this ghost? Is it the success? Is it, you know, like, what is it? What am I not seeing? The Eight of Swords. Where am I limiting myself? So again, highly, highly reflective energy between you and this person, which I think is really beautiful, quite honestly. Really, really beautiful. Tell me more about the Six of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles for being at odds. Y'all see how these cards just floating out the deck? Six of Swords. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They don't like this energy. They don't like being at odds with you. They don't like not being on the same page. And so they want to get in the Six of Swords. They want to move on from this. They want to gain clarity. They want to find balance. They want to understand. Okay. But I almost feel like whatever the riff is between you and this person, in order to really understand it, they got to go do some work. Like, here's what I'll say, Libra Scorpio, you're not going to always have the answer for them. They're not going to always have the answer for you. So when you guys hit that crossroads where it's like, I don't have an answer, I don't have a clue, that means you both have to go within. I'm seeing the Hermit card now. You have to go within to find the answer. Yes, you're yin and yangs, maybe even in that mirrored soul situation, but you still got to kind of clean your own mirror. You know what I mean? Like, you have to stay tethered to yourself. And that can be very difficult. Very, very difficult with this type of love connection. So easy to just get lost in one another, especially with the cloud nine and the deeper intimacy. To not know where you start and where they end. And you know what I mean? It can get a little muddy if you're not careful. So clarify the energy between being at odds and cloud nine. Whoa. Okay, there you go. I'm trying to tell you. Gemini, for sure. Somebody here has Gemini in their chart, okay? And then you've got Leo with the strength card. So still. Fixed mind. Aquarius could be the case too. Because they're so fixed on what they think and how they think. And it's going to take a lot of strength for them to come out of that fixed thought pattern. Okay? And that's why you guys are at odds right now. War with themselves. Someone's at war with themselves. Someone has to transcend a mindset here or a perspective to gain more enlightenment. Again, spiritual awakening. And with the Six of Swords, this could be you, Libra Scorpio, kind of like, all right, I'm going to hop in the boat because I know where I'm at. And you clearly need to have some self-review to really figure out what you want to do. You'll hop in the boat and meet me at the shore when you're ready. Like, some of you are just kind of like, okay. And that's what maybe I was picking up on. Like, some of y'all maybe just need to give this situation a little bit of space so this person can actually do their work. Because I think for some of you, by hovering around this person, there's the star card, by hovering around this person, not necessarily focused on yourself, focused on them and what they have going on, it almost like tempts them with this cloud nine energy and maybe puts more pressure on them to try to figure it out and rush it, which I don't think the divine wants either one of you to do. Definitely not this person. Okay, so one energy, one clarifying energy here between being at odds and... I said one, okay, and we got one. We kind of got two. Came out with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, and then the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. Okay, okay. So I think for some of you, if you know that this is your yin and your yang, your vibe like that, you also understand that what comes with that is this level of detachment, the Eight of Cups. You gotta kind of walk away sometimes. You have to give space. You have to kind of let go in order for people to grow, in order for people to kind of fly at their own pace, and just trust that they will catch up with you. High Priestess, right? They'll catch up with you when it's time. But for now, for the Ace of Pentacles to be in reverse, it does not feel like this would be the right moment to start something new with this person, to pick back up, or to try to maybe even contact them if you haven't had contact with them in a while. Or if you are in contact with them, they're definitely not ready to offer this Ace of Pentacles just yet, or the new cycle and new beginning and that new cloud nine deeper intimacy that we're about to look into isn't quite ripe yet. And they literally just gave me that like ripe energy, like almost like you're waiting on looking at the tree, waiting for the apples to kind of fall to let you know that they're done, or you know what I mean, to get juicy and the colors to change. And you're like, okay, that's a ripe mango right there. That's a ripe banana. Like, let me pull it down. It's just not ripe just yet. Okay. Not just yet. Which is why the divine is saying, free your mind a little bit, Libra Scorpio. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. This person will meet you and catch up with you, but get in the boat. Okay? and kind of let the past be the past a little bit. Yeah, Five of Pentacles here. Okay, I feel like the Five of Pentacles is connected to the Eight of Cups, to be quite honest. Five of Pentacles is, yes, it can be worry. It can be stressing out about when the balance will come. And I think that's where that Ace of Pentacle, it's like, when are we going to come out of the cold with one another? When are we going to get out of this being at odds energy? Because maybe you also don't really enjoy kind of not being on the same page with this person, right? Especially with the Cloud Nine and the deeper intimacy. That's what you both want to stay in. But there's work to be done, so you're going to fall in and out of it until you both kind of reach that inner balance. Okay. And we all, I mean, that's a journey in and of itself. It's not something that'll happen overnight. But I think that's what it is with the Eight of Cups. It's like, I kind of have to walk away and let it be what it is until something shifts, until something changes. And if your person is that Knight of Pentacles, it's kind of like, I'm not going to wait around for the Knight of Pentacles to make a decision. They'll make a decision when they're ready. It'll lead them to me eventually or inevitably, and it'll all be okay. So that's the High Priestess kind of part of you that just is feeling very guided to just trust that this will come back together when it's time, but to not stay in the tension with this person, because really it's just tension with themselves. All right, but tell me more about this Cloud Nine energy for Libra Scorpio. What did I say? Peace. That's when you both reach Cloud Nine, is when you're at peace, when you've made peace with the past, when you've made peace with those daggers that still might be in your heart, when you've made peace with what has happened, when you have fallen into acceptance. No longer trying to force change, no longer trying to shift. It's just, it is what it is. It was what it was. I know the truth. I see the truth. I feel the truth. I connect with this being my truth, and I'm at peace with it. Okay. Now, the Four of Swords could also tell me that there's a lot of thinking about each other at nighttime, like when you're resting, and maybe not even at nighttime, when you just get a moment of downtime or, you know, rest throughout the day, this person comes to mind. I think that's a mutual thing. I think they do the same thing when they get a moment to just kind of be by themselves or think by themselves. Yeah. Ten of Swords just want to be out here, huh? And although they do think about this and they want the Cloud Nine, I just think, again, the Ten of Swords almost feels like a block. But that I think it's a divine block. Honestly, I feel like it's a divine block because too much time fantasizing and thinking about this Cloud Nine energy and, oh, it was so good when we were this, and oh, remember, like that might even deter them or keep them from taking action. So it's like the divine keeps bringing them to the Ten of Swords. You have no more room in your back. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to transform your mind? Are you going to go to the Ace of Swords? Because that's one thing for me as a reader. When we get a 10, it's a choice. It's an option. You can complete this cycle and step into the court, master it, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Or you could start back over at the Ace of Swords because maybe you forgot something. Maybe something still isn't clear and you need to start over. So they're at this decisive point here. Okay. Now, the Four of Swords and the Ten of Swords could also just say again and mirror that this person has or is working towards, or you're both working towards being at peace with your past and letting it be behind you, Eight of Cups. It's behind you in a light way. Not that the swords are still in your back and you're still carrying it. It's taking them out, cleaning them off, understanding why they were there in the first place, accepting that and letting them go. Keeping the important ones though, the truths and the the truths and the perspectives that you need. That's what gets put up on the wall here. right? Remembrance. That's one thing about the Four of Swords for me. You're lying on the truth that you've revealed or that you've come to after some form of Three of Swords energy, some form of heartbreak or betrayal. Now, the Three of Swords could also be the memory, not necessarily that it's active, the memory, the thoughts of betrayal. Or that it's the thoughts that are making you or this person feel trapped, feel stuck, feel as if they can't move forward. Okay, now this could be a part of this tough conversation. This person could come to you and let you know what they've been going through, what they've been thinking about, what's been heavy on their mind. And again, that's what I mean. When you guys have that type of dialogue and you talk about what's been on your mind, it only deepens the energy and the feelings you have for one another. Two of Cups. It only makes you guys want to be closer. It helps you understand each other a little bit more. It definitely turns you on, that's for sure. Because if this is a yin and yang, then what you've been through, they've been through. It doesn't necessarily have to be the same verbatim situation and scenario, but the lesson was the same. So it's just kind of like swapping stories about it. And then it's just like, dang, you really know what I'm feeling. You really know what I've been through. You get it. In ways that other people haven't. Yeah, the Chariot. Okay, so that's just clarifying for me. Again, I felt that Cancer energy. You both are going to move on from this. I feel like it's more or less you here, Libra-Scorpio, in the Four of Swords, because it is Libra energy. And this person's in the 10. This is what I meant. You're at peace, they're at war. You're at war, they're at peace. Now, in order for the Chariot to be present, both the shadow and the light have to be balanced. This Chariot will not move just off of shadow. Chariot won't move just off the light. Both have to be in agreement, in communion, in union, in order to move forward. So even if you look at how that kind of fell, right? You're at peace with your shadow. This person is still grappling or fighting with their light. I felt that. One of y'all is way more used to being kind of shadowy, maybe like super pessimistic and just kind of like down because of the 10 swords they're still carrying in their back. Of course you're going to feel that way. Imagine having 10 sharp blades in your back. Yeah, you're not going to be comfortable. You're not going to be happy. You're going to be miserable. So this person has a lot of letting go to do. A lot of letting go to do in order to embrace their light. You, on the other hand, Libra Scorpio, are really finding a deep peace with your shadow. It is what it is. That's my darkness. Love her, love him, love it, right? Like you're in this more or less, like I get it. I get it. Four of Swords is also giving me this waiting energy. So some of you might be subconsciously waiting for this person to kind of get out of the 10 of Swords so you both can shift this Chariot forward. There you go, waiting. Empress energy. The Empress does not get up off of her throne only for important business. But all things come to the Empress. The Empress does not go to things. Okay? That is one of your major arcanas, though, with the Venetian energy here, Venus. Embrace that inner Empress, Libra Scorpio. This person will come. Yeah, I get it. It's like, you'll come to me when you're ready. It's a really confident stance. I like that, though. Yeah, Four of Cups. You'll come to me when you're ready. Here's what I'll also say, Libra Scorpio, and this might not be fun to hear, so this is fair warning, okay? But if you are in separation with this person, yeah, they could definitely be entertaining other people, trying to find this cloud nine and deeper intimacy with other people, and they're not finding it. Four of Cups. Because as they look at those 3 cups, here comes the hand of God handing them the cup, probably that Ace of Cups that they lost or that they let get a little rusty, and say, okay, but what about this one? You know you're not happy with this, so take this. And they're just like, no, I'm going to force myself to be happy with this. Because why? Some of them just don't, are just feeling a bit resistant towards the work, just to be quite honest here. And my throat chakra's going crazy. So they maybe don't want you to know that. I'm sorry. But we only speak facts over here. We speak truths, okay? This person is somewhat in an energy of forcing themselves to try to be okay with this Three of Cups and ignoring the fact that divine is handing them a cup, which feels like the cup between you and this person. And or there is some form of distraction around this person. And come on now, can I make this up? Cloud 9, the hand coming from the cloud, right? It's almost like, though, what I will say, 10 swords in the back could be pretty heavy. So it's kind of like it's hard for this person to lift themselves up and to pick themselves up out of this 10 of swords. And anyone who's been in the 10 of swords energy can understand that, right? It is no easy thing to come out of that level of pain or that level of betrayal or lie or deception. It's just all when it weighs too heavy, it's too much. So I do feel like this person is a bit distracted right now with all of this 10 of swords energy. Okay, tell me about this deeper intimacy for Libra-Scorpio. Come on now, the Sun. Happiest card in the deck. Positive vibes. Happiness, joy, success. Light. That's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to say. This person is struggling with finding the light. Maybe they're just in a really dark place, Libra Scorpio. They're in a dark, dark place. And I don't think the divine wants you to meet them in that dark place. The 10 of Swords is a space that you got to kind of pull yourself out of. Would it be wonderful to have somebody to come and take those swords out your back? Sure. But it's almost like you wouldn't learn the lesson of that sword because you're not taking it out. You're not facing it. You're having someone else do the work for you. And that's not what's meant here. This person has to do their work. And when they do, that's when they get access. The Sun feels like access granted. Now you get to have the emotional closeness and the love and the safety and the desiredness and everything that they truly, truly want. Yeah, it's like the divine is like, everything you want is in this cup. And they're just so distracted with the Three of Cups. Y'all. Come on now. Ace of Cups. Period. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The divine is like, go get your Ace of Cups. Stop playing with these 3 cups that are about to spill over. That could even be it. If you guys are in separation, the divine is warning this person. These 3 cups that you just want to be so focused on, they're about to spill over. Go ahead and grab this cup so you at least have something. You know what I mean? Go ahead and hold on. Go take this cup. It has everything you want in it, the Sun. Because I'm about to knock these over. These about to be done. And your person is just so weighed down with the 10 of Swords that they can't even see that they can't see it yet. That's just for some of you. I don't think all of you. Others of y'all, this person is just being a bit stubborn. I'll say a bit fixed. Tell me more about deeper intimacy with the Sun and the Ace of Cups. Right. Because sooner or later, this person's going to have to learn that staring at the 3 cups isn't going to make the 3 cups reciprocate back to you. It's not going to happen like that. Waiting around for the 3 cups to turn into something that's reciprocal is just not going to work. That's just not what the 3 of Cups is about. The 3 of Cups is very surface, very, very surface connections. Social networks could have something to do. Maybe social media is involved in this somehow, some way. But deeper intimacy is what the divine is offering them through this connection with you, Libra Scorpio, because they're going to get it back. So everything they're waiting for these 3 cups to turn into is being offered to them. You know what's so interesting? I always, when I see the 4 of cups, especially in a love situation, I get pulled into the meaning behind the 4 of cups, excuse me. The 4 of cups in the tarot of the divine. It perfectly depicts what this energy is. Basically, in that particular deck, the 4 of cups shows this man who is slightly, like, I won't even say slightly, like super obsessed with his like glass menagerie. Like he has these glass songbirds that he like cleans every day, and he's just so into it, and he's like almost created this whole imaginary world where these glass figured birds come to life, and he's given them names, and he's so emotionally attached to them. When the exact actual bird that the figurines are is outside of his window one day and starts to sing the song, he's so invested in the glass figurines that he believes it's the figurines singing to him. He doesn't even bother to look out the window and see, oh, there's the real thing in real life. That could be what this is. Ooh. This Ace of Cups and the Sun, this is real life. This is real life. So where they might be wrapped up in a fantasy slightly, the divine is saying the fantasy can be real. But you got to look out that window. You can't just be so focused on things that aren't real. No matter how you personify it, that glass isn't real. It's a representation of something that is real. You get what I'm saying, Libra-Scorpio? So this person is trying to build deeper intimacy with maybe people, things, situations that aren't real. Okay, talk about tough conversations. Let's get into it. Tell me more about this deeper intimacy and how it connects to the tough conversations here for Libra-Scorpio. Thank you. Oh. Spirit said I said what I said. And that's it. So that's truth. That's confirmation. 3 of Cups ain't real. These aren't your real friends. These are the people that come around when your cup is overflowing, when you have good things going for you, when you got a little name to you, a little light to you, a little something to you. You got something to offer. That's why their cups are in the air. Yes, it's celebration. Yes, it's coming together. It is a coming together. It's people coming around for a reason and a purpose. And this person, your person, I feel, or Libra-Scorpio, could be you. Hold yourself accountable, okay? No judgment here, but if this is you, I'm talking to you with love, okay? You're trying to make a 3 of Cups real when it's not real. This is real. The cup with that is connected to the hand of the divine coming out the clouds is real. That's where the joy and the success and the reciprocation and the deeper intimacy and everything that someone desires and wants, that safety, emotional closeness, that's what this is. But you can't force that out of a 3 of Cups because these people don't have how can I say this? Jesus. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying, but there's no closeness here. As soon as the well runs dry, the 3 of Cups spills. Oh, you don't have any more to offer? Bye. We're on to the next person who has something else to offer. It's a little leechy. Leeches. They only want to be around when there's something to gain. When there's nothing to gain, they're ghost. But yet, imagine trying to make that real. Okay? That's the tough conversation I feel like some of y'all might be having with your person, or this person could be having with the divine wholeheartedly. That's why they're in that hangman energy for some of them. Let me turn you upside down so you can really see how fake this is. You spend too much time around fake and you start to think it's real. Yeah. Okay, tell me more about this tough conversation for Libra-Scorpio. Tough conversations. It's the 8 of Swords. Does this person want to see it that way? No. They might not be ready to see the truth just yet, Libra Scorpio, and that's no fault of yours, okay? Don't take that on as something that you did wrong. Absolutely not. They're just not ready. Or they've been blinded to this. Like, this could all be revelation. Like, oh, I thought they really were my friends. I thought they really cared for me. And you're just like, no, they didn't. I see how you, come on. Queen of Swords. Straight to the point. Absolutely not. They weren't. Nope. Mm-mm. But they've been a little blinded here with the Eight of Swords. And now the Ace of Pentacles comes out, right? Y'all see this? They've been blinded to the opportunity between you two because they've been a little too busy trying to make something fake real and not connecting to the fact that the reason why they have 10 swords in their back is because they're kicking it or hanging around fake people. People who don't mean them any well, people who would throw them under the bus if given the chance, if it means a bigger opportunity, a bigger thing, a larger cup, more benefits, more something, soon as they could. Dare I say, like I said with the crossroads, depending on what they choose and how they move, and again, energy is fluid. So I'm just pulling on this in this moment. This could be happening down the road. Everybody has free will, so this can definitely shift and change. But what I will say is if they're at that crossroads, it has the potential to be a missed opportunity. That's what the Ace of Pentacles is. So this tough conversation might be like a last-ditch effort to be like, look, the glass figurines are just that. They are glass. They are not your friends. They are not real. Let me show you a real bird. You know what I mean? Like, let me show you the real thing in real life. Look out the window. That type of tone, okay? Clarify the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles for this tough conversation. For Libra Scorpio. King of Wands. Okay. So what I will say here, Libra Scorpio, with this King of Wands, it does feel like you might be taking a leadership role in this conversation, if this is a conversation between you and this person. It's almost like, I'm ready to go for this Ace of Pentacles. I'm ready to have this Ace of Cups. Why are you still in the Eight of Swords? Let's talk about it. Okay? And or this could be the acknowledgement that what you maybe desire is for this person to be the King of Wands and take action based off their spirit, based off their instincts, based off of the energy, like feel it out more. Almost like you want this person to step into their power as well. Like, I think you just see them in all of their glory is what I will really feel for you, Libra Scorpio. Like, I think you see this person's higher self. You see them in this, like, all that they have the potential to be. But this tough conversation is about the reality. So maybe, and again, if you're yin and yang, maybe even two, that whole trying to force something that isn't necessarily solid to be solid ain't gonna work. So you can see this person's higher self and this potential, and they could be this great thing and this, you know, da-da-da-da, and blah, 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 blah. But if they're not stepping into that Eight of Swords, if they don't even see it like that, they don't see themselves like that, they have limiting self-beliefs that prevents them from being the King of Wands, there's nothing you can truly do about that. All you can really do, Queen of Swords, is communicate your needs and your wants. And if this person can't align to it, then they can't align to it, Eight of Cups, right? And I know that that's painful. I know that that hurts. I know that that is incredibly difficult and hard to do, to let go of someone that you're not ready to let go of, that you don't want to let go of, that you had so much hope for and saw so much potential in, and just you planned the whole thing out. You know what I mean? You kind of saw ahead of time a little bit with this person and you wanted it. But if they don't awaken, which again, free will choice, I do feel like they are. But again, some of y'all, this person is at a crossroads and they have to choose to do the awakening. They have to choose to do the enlightenment path. And if they don't choose it, Libra Scorpio, what are you going to do? And that's what's most important. I also want to say, Libra Scorpio, don't wait on this person to make that choice. Because if they choose the enlightenment path, they'll catch up to you. If they don't, you don't want to be connected to them anyway. Because they're going to then have to go through their karma, and they're going to have to learn through their lessons, and they're going to have to learn on that path. So not necessarily, I know probably what you want to hear, but that's the tough conversation. That's the reality. If this person doesn't see this connection as an opportunity for stability, for growth, for deeper intimacy, to really have all the sun energy and Ace of Cups energy and happiness that their heart can handle, there's nothing you can do about that. And you can't force someone to see something they're not ready to see. Or you can't force someone to be something that they're not ready to be. Yeah? Queen of Cups, okay? So take care of yourself, my loves. I personally would say, don't leave your heart in this person's hands just yet. Hands ain't steady. Their hands are not steady just yet. Okay? So there will be an extended to this love reading. We will be live on Patreon as soon as we end this particular live, okay? But we're going to clarify the Eight of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Three of Cups, all this watery energy for you, Libra Scorpio, okay? And then we'll head over to Patreon, where depending on what's at the bottom of the deck, after we clarify, I'll kind of look at that as the overall outcome for this energy. Then we'll look into the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck to see what the energy dynamics are between you and this person. What's the being at odds all about? What does the cloud nine look like, right? What can come of this tough conversation? How will it benefit you both? And then we will look at my love note oracle that I created, just to kind of see what this person wants to know or wants you to know about where their head's at, where their heart's at, and what they feel towards this connection with you. Okay. Okay. Said you at a crossroads. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys are still connecting and resonating here. Let's see. What's this Eight of Cups for Libra Scorpio? Yeah. The Eight of Wands that just flipped out in reverse. Nothing will shift until this person lets this go. Until this person decides the path that they want to take. Until this person wants to head towards their own happiness. Which is, once you get to the Eight of Cups, there's no returning back. You don't fall back down to the 7 or the 6 or the 5. You only head towards the 9 and then the 10. And then from, again, the 10, you can decide to start back over at the Ace or head into the Court. Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, etc. Okay, so nothing will shift until this person chooses a path. Clarify the Four of Cups here for Libra Scorpio. Page of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so that tells me that this person is starting to understand the value of their energy, the value of their time, starting to pay attention a little bit more to what they're giving their time, their focus, their energy, their money, maybe even to, studying the situations, the things that they're committed to. Okay, the things that they're connected to for sure. Okay, clarify the Three of Cups for Libra Scorpio. Oi. And then look. Talk about entering the court. You got the Page of Wands. Yeah. And that's what I mean. Nothing necessarily too solid with the Three of Cups. It's fun. Oh, yeah, it's a fun time. It's a good time. It's a party. Literally. Quite literally, it's a party. But the Page of Wands is also very flirtatious. It's explorative, right? It's kind of like seeing what's out there, putting yourself out there, having lighthearted energy and lighthearted fun. Learning the oh, look at this. Page to the King, right? Learning their own power. So again, here's what I mean by the newbie energy. This person might not be as spiritually attuned and astute as you are here, Libra Scorpio, which means, again, you're going to have to allow them to go through their process if you truly feel like this is the yin to your yang or the yang to your yin. So they're a little baby fire over here. Page of Wands, Cancer, Leo, Virgo energy. Okay? It's almost like the Wands energy is also like influence, right? These court wand energy, they have a certain energetic power, an energetic force. So you would see that in when they're in a good mood, the people around them are in a good mood. When they're in a bad mood, everybody around them is on eggshells and walking on thin ice. They shift the temperature in the room. Okay? When you start stepping into the court of fire, you learn how to be a thermometer. No, you step out of that thermometer, you learn how to be a thermostat. You learn how to really set the tone, set the temp. Nothing gets heated without the King of Wands. If the King of Wands wants fire, he wants it all to be blown up. Oh, best believe that's what's going to happen. The King of Wands tempers his fire and they don't let it get out of control. They can influence that. It's influence. So this person has the potential to be quite influential. And maybe, again, Eight of Swords, they don't see themselves as the one doing the influencing in this moment. They're too busy being influenced by other people. And here you are at the bottom of the deck again. You could be saying all of this to this person. Okay? You might even shed a little bit of light on that. Like, you're the King of Wands, but you're moving like a Page of Wands. I'm confused. Like, do you not know that all these three cups wouldn't be here without your energy? So again, it's just kind of like you might have that kind of tone and that type of talk with them. Libra, Scorpio, maybe not. Okay, maybe this is all spirit doing the talking as well, because you do have two aces out here. But all in all, Libra, Scorpio, we're going to get to the bottom of this. We're just going to kind of see how this might pan out. What are the possibilities and the outcomes, again, on the extended on Patreon that will also be live. So we're going to head over there quite shortly. But if this is where we part, Libra, Scorpio, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate all your love and support, and I thank you for allowing me to read for you in this moment. It's definitely an honor, Libra, Scorpio. Let me know in the comments down below what you connected with from this reading. I appreciate that kind of feedback, and I love connecting with you guys in the comments. And when you guys let me know, like, yes, this resonates, or, oh, I kind of felt like this, or this is how this connects with my situation, it just lights my heart up, because it truly makes all that I do here so much more worth it, all right? But thank you guys for all of that love in the comments down below in advance. And again, if you want to tune in to the live readings that I'll be doing for this upcoming week every day, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and you can go on my homepage and click notify me for the lives that you want to tune in to. I'd love to see you guys there. All right. If you want to join me on Patreon, that link is in the description box below. If you'd like to join members here on YouTube, that link is also on the description box below. Both platforms offer different things, so make sure you browse around and see where you feel comfortable, what you might be interested in, as I would love to have you on the membership side of things here at Cusp of Roses, all right? But if not, Libra, Scorpio, and you're just here hanging out, I appreciate you. I love you all so much. Thank you. Thank you, Just Saying. Thank you, Smiling Faces. Thank you, Trevor. Hey, girl, hey. And thank you, 111, for showing up. Thank you, Cece, as well, for showing love to the chat. I appreciate y'all so very much. I'm grateful that you guys found these messages helpful. And Libra Scorpio, I will see you all in our next one. All right? Namaste.